Hillary Clinton blamed the victim. Number 101 when you're dealing with rape cases, don't blame the victim. She blamed a 12-year-old girl, a 6th grade 12-year-old girl, of seeking the attention of older men and fantasizing about being with older men. There is audio.
Wait, we haven't corroborated any of this, so, I mean, I just think you should be very...
It's widely reported. It's widely reported.
Widely reported. Says the National Enquirer, widely reported.
We
reported
can go.
Doesn't mean anything. It's not on this network, I would point out.
Hillary Clinton had accused her of some sort of culpability in her own attack.
Widely reported.
We
widely
can
reported
go.
Doesn't mean anything. It's not on this network, I would point out. Wait, we haven't corroborated any of this.
Clinton wrote of the victim, "I have been informed that the complainant is emotionally unstable with a tendency to seek out older men and engage in fantasizing."
Wait, we haven't corroborated any of this. It's not on this network, I would point out.
Mrs. Clinton seems to admit she knew the defendant was guilty.
Wait, we haven't corroborated any of this. It's not on this network, I would point out.
I took a lot of different tests. I had this Hollywood. And she passed. She forever destroyed my faith in Hollywood.
It's not on this network, I would point out.
4 decades ago, before she was a possible presidential candidate, before she was even Hillary Clinton, Hillary Rodham was a 27-year-old trial lawyer in Arkansas with a southern drawl and big ambitions.
It's not on this network, I would point out.
She was asked by a judge to defend a 42-year-old man accused of raping a 12-year-old girl.
It's not on this network, I would point out.
Now, Clinton was able to plea bargain down the sentence to just 1 year in prison, which was then reduced to time served. But the victim, who is now 52 years old, is speaking out to the Daily Beast and saying that one of the most famous women in the world put her through hell.
It's not on this network, I would point out.
She also has a message now for the former Secretary of State.
It's not on this network, I would point out. Wait, we haven't corroborated any of this.
You lied on me. I just realized the truth of it. It's hard back in '06 after I got out of prison. I just studied a little bit. I realized the truth now, hard of what you done to me. I said to the other man, "You're supposed to be it for women. Do you call that for women?" What you done to me, and I heard you on tape laughing.
It's not on this network, I would point out.
And she passed. She forever destroyed my faith in Hollywood.
Wait, we haven't corroborated any of this.
But the victim says her life was ruined as well.
When I heard that tape, I was pretty upset. I went back to the room and was talking to my 2 cousins, and I cried a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Some of this has got me pretty down, but I thought to myself, I'm gonna stand up to her. I'm gonna stand up to what I gotta stand up for, you know.
Wait, we haven't corroborated any of this.
This woman has had a tough life since the fateful events of 1974.
It's not on this network, I would point out.
She struggled with the injuries that she sustained, years of therapy, anger issues.
Wait, we haven't corroborated any of this.
She battled drug addiction. She spent some time in prison. She lives on disability in Arkansas, unemployed. She never got married. She never had any children.
It's not on this network, I would point out.
Clinton wrote of the victim, "I have been informed that the complainant is emotionally unstable with a tendency to seek out older men and engage in fantasizing."
It's not on this network, I would point out.
As an attorney, I am really just flabbergasted by some of the allegations that we're just tossing out here that are not, we're not really accountable. I mean, we have to be accountable.
Hold on. Kayleen's right about the audio. The audio was broken by the Free Beacon more than a year ago. It was from the Clinton Library. It was dug up by a reporter there. So there is actual evidence here that of her speaking about this.
The full breadth and depth of what's been said tonight, though, is not. And so what I'm saying to you is that I think that we still need to be careful with our words.
CNN has reached out to Mrs. Clinton for comment. They didn't respond.
Who let the dogs out? Our politicians are stupid.